Yeah. Way up.
Hey, what's good? It's Way Up with Angela Yee. Oh, yeah, we back again. Me and Mano back
in the building.
You
back
rode the
on
bike
the
here
map.
today.
Yeah, I was running late, so I had to zoom through the
You
traffic.
came in with your helmet on. You're so responsible. Today is a Wealth Wednesday. Kika Wise is going to be joining us. Have you ever thought about franchising a business? And it doesn't even have to be a brick and mortar. You could have an online business that you can franchise. Well, she is going to help you learn how to franchise. She's the nation's first boutique. She has the nation's first boutique stretching studio, Kika Stretch Studio franchise. She's the founder and CEO of Black Box Studios, and she's the first black franchisor in the country. So if you've ever thought, hey, I have this business idea, I would love to franchise it, you're going to want to tune in to that. That's something that when I started my coffee shop, I was like, I want to start this with the intent to franchise at some point.
Right, and have cups all over.
Have cups all over. All right, well, that's going to be happening. But in the meantime, let's shine a light. 800-292-5150. Call us up. Let us know who you want to shine a light on. Maybe somebody's responsibly wearing a helmet while they're on their bike and you want to shine a light on them. Call us up. 800-292-5150. It's Way Up.
I'ma shine.
Turn your lights on, y'all.
Turn your lights on.
Spreading love to those who are doing greatness.
Shine a light on them. Shine a light on them.
It's time to shine a light on them.
Woo, it's Way Up with Angela Yee. You know what time it is. Time for some love and positivity.
That's
and
what we
Mano.
doing. We gonna shine a light, man.
Who you shining a light
I'm
on?
shining a light on my homeboy Drama, man. He's a new artist coming out of Brooklyn. He got that song called Living Life featuring Mano.
Ooh.
And big shout out to him. Shout out to Cat.
What part of Brooklyn is he from?
He from Crown Heights.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, we love that.
Yeah,
How did y'all link up?
Family, you know. He know a lot of my family, so I did the song with him. You know, shot the video. So shout out to Drama OBH.
Drama OBH.
Shout out to Kingsborough.
All right. Well, who do you guys want to spread some love to, and who do you want to shine a light on? 800-292-5150 is the number. Danielle, what's good, girl? Who do you want to shine a light on?
I want to shine a light on myself today. So I graduated from University of Kentucky, a bachelor's in public health. At 39, working a full-time job with 4 kids. 3.0 cumulative GPA, 4.0 on the semester, busting my ass. So I feel like I deserve to shine a light on myself today.
I know that's right, mother and graduate. We love to see it, Danielle.
Thank you. Super proud. And I listen to you all every day, so it's awesome to actually be able to get on here and speak life into myself.
No, listen, you deserve it. That is a huge accomplishment, so congratulations to you.
Thank you. You all have a good day.
You too, Danielle.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
Well, that was Shine a Light, 800-292-5150. In case you couldn't get through, you can always call us and shine a light that way. And when we come back, we got your Yeetie. Looks like Offset is off social media. We'll tell you what's going on. It's Way Up.
They say it's truth in the room.
From industry shade to all the gossip.
Talk to me.
Angela's spilling that yee tea.
Talk to me.
It's Way Up with Angela Yee. I'm here with my guy, Mano.
New Mano.
Man, listen, let's get into this Yeetie. So Offset has deactivated all of his social media right now. He is very upset.
Offset is offset.
Yes, he is off social media. And the main thing that's happening right now, what was really the breaking point for him was these braids.
Yeah, stop playing with him.
And so apparently
with my son.
Stephon Diggs, has the same braids as his son. Shout out to Shia, who actually did these braids. She's braided my hair before too. Amazing.
She did your hair, Stephon's hair, and Cardi's son hair.
But she's very
She's
well.
everybody hair.
She's very well known. So shout out to her in Crown
She didn't
Heights.
braid yours like that.
No, she did not. But anyway, shout out to Braided and all of that. And Offset, people are upset about what he posted on social media. He said, now when somebody died for playing with my son, then call me to crash out. I don't care how I look, trolling with my kid ends bad. Do you think that was trolling, man? Or as a man, for them
I
to
probably
have the
would
same
be
braids?
upset. Yes.
But
I
this
would be
upset? You think this warrants this level of being upset?
Listen, don't play with my son. I'm not Albie Shore. Don't play with mine.
Okay, so you kind of understand it.
Yeah, don't play with mine.
Here's
You braid my son the same hair as your new dude? Oh, you playing with me. I'm offset.
But I just feel like this is a wild, like the things that he's done. He literally had a woman in the house. That's Cardi's house.
I'm not saying that he not wrong for
so
nothing
this
he
is
did.
what you crash out over?
Listen, I'm just saying that would have made, you asked me if that would have made me mad.
All right. Well, anyway,
That would've made me mad.
Cardi B went live and talked about all of the things that she went through and the depression that she had and how she couldn't even eat because of the things that Offset had going on. Here's what she said.
The constant lies, the gaslighting, it was really messing up with my head. Last year, I really felt like I was going crazy. I couldn't eat. I couldn't sleep. Like, my baby came out 5 pounds, a healthy baby. I didn't give birth prematurely, nothing. My baby came out 5 pounds because I couldn't eat because I was so depressed.
And I will say she did give him a lot of chances. I mean, literally, Offset sat up here and talked about how he's messed up in the past. He's not cheating anymore.
He said he's done with it.
Yes.
But that's something about that cheating, boy. It just pulls you in.
Aren't you getting married?
I'm getting married. July
All right.
26th.
And then here is what else Cardi had to say about if she would have stayed with him, it wouldn't have ended well.
I was literally losing my mind, and I gave it chances after chances after chances. If I was still there, I was going to end up going to jail because I was going to end up killing them, seriously, with my own bare hands.
Now, she was also on there talking about the people who are slut-shaming her when she just came out of her marriage. She's been married, all this time. For what, 7 years?
Why they, what you mean, slut-shaming?
People are
Saying
acting...
she moving too fast?
Yeah, things like that. But they've been separated for a while now. Now, here's what else she had to say about Offset literally giving other female rappers ammunition against her.
You know how many weak-ass rap or every single time they talk about me was because of one thing. I couldn't even diss these whack because every single time I diss them, they always bring up that one thing.
And it's interesting
What's the one
because
thing, him?
Yes. And it's interesting because Wave, their son, he doesn't even have this hairstyle right now. That's like an old picture.
Oh, that's an old picture.
Yeah, so it's not like they're walking around twinning.
So that would have made me more mad. So you been did this.
Sometimes people go and be like, I want this hairstyle. All right. Well, anyway, that is your UT. When we come back about last night, we'll talk about what we did last night. I was outside last night, to keep it real.
Really?
Yes, your guy Snapdog was with me. It's way up.
Yeah, I was supposed to see him.
So, about last night. Here's how it went down.
Yo, it's way up at D'Angelo Yee.
Way up.
Man, where were you last night?
Celebrating life. Happy birthday to my dog, Dave East. We was out celebrating for his birthday. We went to Seale. We was up at Made in Mexico.
You were everywhere.
I mean, you know me.
Happy birthday, Davies.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Well, shout out to him.
Yeah.
I was working last night. So I was doing lip service. We had Drew Sedora on, which that episode comes out today from Real Housewives of Atlanta. It started off rocky. I didn't know if the interview was going to happen. She walked in.
What was the issue?
She saw Gigi.
She had smoke with Gigi.
And she doesn't like the interview that Gigi did with Ralph. And so she left. But then she did come back. Gigi then was like, you know what? I'll step out for the interview if there's an issue. She did say, though, at the end that she's willing to have a conversation with Gigi.
Okay.
But she wanted me to watch the full interview with Ralph to see what I think.
Did they know each other personally?
No, they don't know each other personally.
So she just don't like what she said.
She don't like what she said. She said that Gigi called her the B word and a liar and said some things that she didn't like. I gotta look at it because I've only seen clips. So I was like, look, I didn't know. So that's not, and I didn't know there was any issues. But everything I think will get smoothed out, and the episode is very good. So we did that. Then we had Snapdog and Ace Metaphor on now.
Snapdog.
I'm going to tell you, Ace Metaphor is a relationship coach. I thought he was going to be able to coach Snapdog. And it did not happen that way. So you'll hear that episode next week. But it got a little out of control. But yes, so I thought. And Snapdog is from the D. Shout out to my guy.
Yeah.
He is hilarious. He's also a professional boxer.
Yeah,
He's planning to fight again by the end of the summer. He really wants to fight Blueface.
Blueface is in jail.
I know, but, at some point. I know he was trying to. But anyway, he's a pretty funny guy and looks like he's ready to settle down. But he's got 7 kids by 6 different women. So he talks about that. Yeah, he was
working man right there.
Anyway, when we come back, you know what time it is. It's a no judgment zone time. Mano, please.
What?
It's a no judgment zone time
Tell
when we
us
come
the
back.
secret so you could go viral.
Tell us a secret. That's right. 800-292-5150 is a number. Any secret that you have. We're not here to judge you. You get to remain anonymous. We listen. We don't judge. You hear me?
What?
800-292-5150. I need you to listen and not judge.
Judge and not listen? Well, I didn't hear what you said. You got to speak clearer.
You already don't listen, but I just need you to not judge, all right? 800-292-5150. We're not going to call you a sucker. We're not going to hang up on you. We're not going to be like...
Tell you to not call back.
800-292-5150.
Yeah.
Call us up. Tell us a secret. It's way up.
Yeah.
Way up.
Shh. This is a judgment-free zone. Tell us a secret.
You hear it. It's Way Up with Angela Yee. I'm here with Mano. And remember, Mano, this is a judgment-free zone. Everybody listening, this is a judgment-free zone.
Right.
Somehow this goes online, and that does not hold true. Y'all be passing judgment. 800-292-5150. Anonymous caller, tell us your secret.
So, a couple years back, I had both of my baby daddies come over to my house, and I smashed one upstairs and one downstairs.
Oh, my gosh.
You just It's okay. No.
So wait, what were they? What was the other one doing while you were upstairs with the other one, and vice versa?
Big deal.
The one upstairs was on his phone, just in his own little world, and the one downstairs, he was, getting his rocks on. And then I actually, both of them knew they was in the house, and they didn't have an issue with it.
Okay, so they knew.
Yeah.
So they kind of ran a train.
No, they don't like each other, so they had to keep them separate.
They don't like each other, but you knocked them off in the crib at the same time.
What made you decide to do that?
Both of them was on that bullshit with me, and so I just showed them that I could be on more bullshit.
Oh, and you did.
Yeah.
Did they use condoms?
No.
They did.
I don't believe it.
Okay.
She had kids by them.
Did you did you wet wipe or shower in between?
I actually wet wipe because one of them hit when we left the park, so if I was nothing, then the other one, yeah.
Okay, so the smaller one went first.
There you go.
All right. Well, thank you for sharing. It's a no judgment zone.
No judgment zone.
Thank you.
You a menace.
Size order.
Nah, for real. Like, yeah, small one went first. Yo, what? Yo, this is nuts.
Hey, anonymous caller, how are you?
Hello, what up, Eve? I need to get something off my chest.
Okay.
Old girl at my job, she came out of her face one day, and her man be all over me, so I had to do what needed to be done, right? But then she tried to come out her face again, so then
Hold on. What needed to be done? You got to be specific. It's a secret.
I did her man because he was all up on me, buying my hair, buying my nails, picking up my kids from school.
Oh.
That's good enough right
She
there.
came out. She decided to come out her face one more time. So then I did her son.
You did the son?
What?
How old is the son?
22.
I had to make sure it's legal
man.
before we continue.
She took the whole family to war. Like, she took that lady to war. You understand? Don't play with me.
I'm 33. I can do both.
Oh, so you knocked the husband off and then the son.
Yes, don't play with me, baby. Your family loves me
gosh.
more than you.
Oh my
my
gosh.
She's a military.
This is crazy.
That's like she's a war.
So now
I'm
what
not
happens if she play in your
a
face?
woman, but
What happens if she play in your face again?
I'm sorry, baby.
Ain't nothing left to be sad. I'm gonna just tell her what happened.
Oh my gosh.
Ma, did you film any of it?
No, absolutely not. I'm a Christian woman.
Christian.
Okay.
Praise the Lord. God bless.
Wow,
Oh,
that is
okay.
good. If you had to pick between a husband and a son, who would you pick?
Or Jesus.
This son.
Okay. All right. Well, thank you for sharing.
Yeah.
She is a Christian. Don't
She's a
you do that,
Christian
Mano.
woman. But she just slept with the father and son duo to get the girl back. But you're a Christian woman. God bless you.
And people worried about the same braids when things
Right.
like this going on.
Stop it.
All right.
She's a better person than me, man. That's all I'm saying.
Well, thank you guys for sharing. That was Tell Us a Secret. 800-292-5150, just in case you couldn't get through. And when we come back, we have your Yeetie. And this NBA superstar is struggling with doubt and imposter syndrome. We'll tell you who it is. It's Way Up.
Oh, she about to blow the lid up off this pot. Let's get it. Oh, yeah. Angela's spilling that yee tea. Come and get the tea.
It's Way Up with Angela Yee. I'm here with Mano.
Way up, baby.
And let's talk basketball. Let's talk about Steph Curry on CNBC. Now, he talked about imposter syndrome and still not being completely comfortable. Here's what he said.
I'm human like everybody. Like, you have doubts about yourself. Like, you have imposter syndrome at times. Like, you have an idea of
You still have imposter syndrome?
where you're at times. Yeah, like it's an idea of, are you doing everything you can to take care of people that are relying on you? Are you fulfilling your full potential in all the different areas that I've set out to do? Like, those are daily commitments and daily thoughts that you have to kind of weave through.
Wow, see, people don't know. People still be
right. Everybody going through something,
struggling with things, not feeling if they're in the right
famous,
space that they're going to be in, you know. So shout out to him for being honest about that. Now let's talk about Tom Thibodeau. He was the head coach for the Knicks and recently was fired. You know, there was a lot of talk about whether he was going to get let go after the Knicks, you know, lost to the Pacers. A lot of people did not feel like he deserved to be let go, though. They feel like you did a lot. You got the Knicks to a place they haven't been in decades.
3 decades, right?
Yeah,
More?
so 25 years. Yeah, so it feels like he accomplished a lot, but some people feel like he didn't seal the deal. But everybody's been commenting on it. And here's what Jalen Rose, who, by the way, said he's never commented on a coach being fired before, had to say.
He did not deserve to be fired the way he was by the New York Knicks. He led them to the playoffs for the last 5 years. They had 50-win seasons. They made it to the conference finals in the first time in decades.
Mm-hmm. That's right.
I mean, that is a big deal. And everybody's wondering who's going to be the next coach. I see a lot of people talking. Well, I saw Jay Williams saying Ime Udoka would be a great fit. But I don't think he's going to come to New York.
No, he ain't
people are talking about Jason Kidd. They said Johnny Bryan and Jay Wright are considered presumed candidates also. So we'll see what's next. But it's a big job to fill. I saw Karl Anthony Towns reshared a Knicks tribute that he posted on his page earlier in the week, and also a photo of himself and Thibodeau. So I'm sure a lot of people did not want to see him go. But one person who is vying for the job is Metta World Peace. And here's what because he also does, by the way, feel like he shouldn't have been fired as the head coach. But here is what Metta World Peace had to say.
I thought he did a great job. I didn't expect it.
And who is that next coach in your mind? Who should be the next coach?
Only one person. There ain't many people. Me. I'm not. Let me retract it. There are a lot of incredible coaches out there. Let me just say that. Do I want a head coach? Absolutely.
Wow.
That would be very interesting.
Right? Wouldn't it be? Can you imagine?
Very aggressive.
All right. And lastly, Jay-Z and Rock Nation, you know, they've been trying to get this gaming license to open a casino in New York City for a long time now. Jay-Z made an appearance at the New York State Capitol to meet with Democratic Senate Majority Leader. And in doing so, he also talked about that, trying to get that gaming license and open a Caesars Palace casino in Times Square. That would make him the second black casino owner in U.S. history. Can you imagine in Times Square?
No, I can't. All
right, well, that is your Yeetie. When we come back, we have Under the Radar, stories that are not necessarily in the headlines. They're flying under the radar, but you definitely need to know about them. Okay, amongst them, let's talk about this Donald Trump spending bill and what Elon Musk had to say about it. He is not on board anymore. It's way up.
The news. I got news. This in the news that relates to you. These stories are flying under the radar.
It's Way Up with Angela Yee. I'm here. Mano's here.
Indeed.
Yes, indeed. And let's get into these under the radar stories. I know you've heard about this big, beautiful bill. That's what Donald Trump is calling it. Well, Elon Musk, who was his right hand, but I guess no longer is, wrote on X, "I'm sorry, but I just can't stand it anymore. This massive, outrageous, pork-filled congressional spending bill is a disgusting abomination. Shame on those who voted for it. You know you did wrong. You know it. It will massively increase the already gigantic budget deficit to $2.5 trillion and burden American citizens with crushingly unsustainable debt." And then he wrote, "In November next year, we fire all politicians who betray the American people." That's interesting.
It's very interesting.
Yeah.
This was his guy.
Yeah, that was his guy. And now he's calling it an abomination. So interesting to see that change take place. And in other news, Marjorie Taylor Greene said, "Full transparency, I did not know about this section on pages 278 to 279 of this one big, beautiful bill that strips states of the right to make laws or regulate AI for 10 years. I am adamantly opposed to this, and it is a violation of state rights, and I would have voted no if I had known this was in there." Ma'am, you have one job. to know what's in the bills that you're saying yes to and that you're voting for.
So she voted for it and then went back and said she didn't realize that was in there.
So now we know you didn't even read that.
Right.
She said, the one big beautiful bill should be about cutting taxes, securing the border, and unleashing American energy, not surrendering state power to the AI industry for 10 years. We can beat China without selling out our values. I will never support destroying federalism.
But you supported it.
Yeah, but you signed the bill, ma'am.
There you go.
What else do you not notice in there? If you didn't know that was in there, what else didn't you read?
If you did it this time, you've been doing it.
All right. And calorie-cutting diets, they're saying, could be tied to worsening depression. If you go too far with a diet, that could have a serious impact on your mental health. Cutting your calories down too far could be linked with worse depression symptoms, according to new research. So there are some limitations to consider when looking at what can happen when you cut these calories down.
I believe that.
Give me a cookie.
I've been on this diet, but all the wrong foods make you happy.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, like donuts and all this.
You just had one.
Makes you, stop it. I was forced against my will.
You didn't read what was in the bill about this. All right, well, that is your Under the Radar. It is a Wealth Wednesday. Thank goodness, because we need all the help that we can get. And we do have Kika Wise joining us today. She is going to help you if you've ever thought about franchising your business. It doesn't even have to be a brick and mortar business. It could be something that is online, a digital business. But she will be joining us. She herself has her own franchise, and now she's going to help you if you want to know how to make it happen. All right? It's Way Up. We got the Way Up mix at the top of the hour.
Yo, she about to blow the lid up off this pot. Let's get it. Oh, yeah. Angela's spilling that yee tea. Come and get the tea.
All right, it's Way Up with Angela Yee. I'm here. My guy Mano's here. Yeah. Let's get into this Yee tea. Here's some exclusive tea. So Drew Sedora was on Lip Service. That episode is out today at 2 p.m. So you can watch that full episode. And she talked about, if you watch Real Housewives of Atlanta, you know she's separated from her husband, Ralph. But he has been known to cheat. He denies that. But she found out that while he's been living in the basement because he won't leave the house, he had a woman down there. And here's what she said.
Oh, it's been women in the basement. I have to manifesto. We live in a gated community, so all I have to do is call the gate and I get the names. I've never talked about this publicly, but I went to my daughter's school lunch with the parents. And it was this girl, mean mugging me. Her daughter was in my daughter's class. A parent. I was like, what's your name? And so she said her name. I was like, oh.
Hi, nice to meet you.
Hi, you've been in my house. She was like, in the basement working out with Ralph.
Wow, that's awful.
But I'm saying they broke up, so he could do what he want to do, right?
But in the same house, because they have kids. The kids go down there. She said the kids sometimes will be like, Daddy had a lady down there.
Oh, wow. But listen, that's his portion of the house.
Yeah, but I think also, leave the house to do things because of the kids. That's, Now, she also talked about the fact that she has been going on some dates here and there because they are separated. Here's what she said.
And I've gone on a couple of dates. Well, since I've been so busy, I've been on promo tours. People have flown in and come I'm going to come support you, see you perform, or come to your album release party, whatever it may be. And if I hang out, we're in a group setting.
Have you gone as far as kissing somebody else, or has it
flirting?
Just flirting.
Flirting for sure.
What does that mean, flirting?
This
is 25, 2025. What does flirting mean now?
I mean, she's been married for, how long has she been married? 10 years? So that's she's got to get back out there in the dating game.
She might as well jump full-fledged.
Well, I'm sure there's things that she wants to handle first. All right, now Lamar Odom is getting evicted from his LA mansion after allegedly not making any payments since December. They had agreed on a $15,000 payment on the first of every month in rent. By March, he still had not paid, so they said a $45,000 debt. And the company that's subleasing the home has no choice but to sue him for alleged past due rent. We shall see what happens. The court ruled in favor of Executive Recovery Group, Inc. on April 28th after not getting a response from Lamar Odom. And they also awarded the company possession of that mansion and told him that he had to vacate the residence.
Oh, wow.
Gotta handle that business, man. Gotta show up for court.
That's bad news.
All right, and Russell Simmons is suing HBO Max for $20 million. Because of that On the Record documentary. He says that documentary, they disregarded or suppressed more than 20 witnesses who refuted the allegations of multiple women that they made against him, and that the information was readily available to several people at Warner Media, which is the parent company of HBO Max, including the CEO. He says civil rights leaders and members of Congress urged HBO to review the evidence supporting these denials. And one name he does drop is Oprah Winfrey, claiming she was initially an executive producer but withdrew from the project after publicly noting inconsistencies in the accusation. So now he's suing for $20 million. All right, we'll let you know how that plays out. And that is your Yeetie. When we come back, it's time for Ask Yee. 800-292-5150 is the number. Call us up. Any question you have, we're here to help you out. That's 800-292-5150. It's me and the award-winning advice giver, Mano. 800-292-5150. It's way up.
Hey, everybody, whether it's relationship or career advice, Angela's dropping facts. So you should know. This is Ask Yee.
What's up? It's Way Up with Angela Yee. I'm here with my guy, Mano, and he's an award-winning advice giver. As soon as he finishes eating, we're going to... Okay. It's time for Ask Yee, 800-292-5150. Johan.
Hey, what's good?
What's good? What do you want to talk about today for Ask Yee?
Mano, he made a statement about Drew Sedora's husband being in the basement. They not together, so it's cool for my man to be bringing babes to the crib. That's no. That's a no. Not even close,
okay, even
bro.
a man is saying that's a no.
So, like, for real. And Mano, I love you. That $1 Million song, that's still my joint to this very day. I love that song.
I was just asking a question, my boy. I was just trying to understand.
Okay. I thought you was like siding with
No.
So what's your thoughts, Johan?
I was trying to figure it out. What's your thought?
Look, for real. We grown, right? We know the rules to this. If I'm with a babe and we ain't together, but we still under the same roof, we got to keep peace in the house. Let's play nice, because if she bring a dude through, I'm clowning that dude from the minute he walked through the door. I'm saying every disrespectful thing I can think of.
Wow.
And if he jumps up, I'm gonna beat him down to your phone.
What if you can't beat him?
I ain't met one yet.
Yeah, I like that.
I want to say this, man. It sounds like you may have been that guy in someone's house.
Well, I've been caught at people's houses, yes. Whereas I've been in situations with women that had guys, and the guy came home, and then I was in the other rooms secretly hiding, and he didn't know, and then I left after he left. Yeah, that has happened. But so devil's advocate. So you telling me if me and a girl break up and I'm living in the basement, I can't have my entertainment?
No, you cannot.
It's not the right thing to do, my guy. It's just,
is it unethical?
When things get bad, we can either make it a little bit better or we can make it a whole lot worse.
Sometimes to get better, you got to make it worse.
Oh, okay.
Sometimes it take a lot of water to get a good piece.
I feel you, my guy.
You know, I'm just asking.
I've been through that situation. You know what I'm saying? Me and my ex-wife, we actually cool. When we was in that situation, that was like the absolute first rule of thumb. We don't bring people here.
I agree with that, though. Not in the house. And I think as a woman, I don't even want to go in the basement. If you were trying to have me come over, I'm not going in the basement.
You're not going in the basement?
And your wife is upstairs, your estranged wife who you're not divorced from yet. Let's go somewhere else.
What if she's on vacation?
Me personally, I just rather not.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
I like that.
For you.
I like that, man. Hey, listen, man. Save the date, July 26th. I'm gonna send an invite out. I like the way you think. I'm inviting you to my wedding, bro.
You getting married, like for real?
Yeah. I'm getting married,
to somebody.
For real. And the way you talking, you might can help us with the security.
Oh gosh.
You karate chopping.
All right. Well, thank you, Johan. We appreciate you.
Thank you, guys.
All right. Well, when we come back, it is a Wealth Wednesday. It's not just all about this, okay? But we do have Kika Wise joining us, and she is going to help you if you have a business and you're thinking about franchising, or maybe you need to be thinking about franchising. She is the first Black franchiser in the country, and she got you. It's Way Up.
Had a dream of living wealthy,
and I don't mind sharing my wealth, dog.
Getting you straight financially, mentally, and physically. This is Wealth Wednesday on Way Up with Angela Yee.
What's up? It's Way Up with Angela Yee, and you know what time it is. It's time for Wealth Wednesday. I have my co-host, Stacey Tisdale.
Happy Wealth Wednesdays, everybody. We are very excited to talk to you today about really how to scale your business through franchising, and we're so excited to have Kika Wise. Kika is the founder of
Kika Stretch Studios, which she scaled through franchising and then walked away from to start Black Box Studio. Didn't walk away from it, just made it a run-it-yourself kind of business. And she is the first Black franchisor in the country. And she's also a mom.
Yes, I'm excited. Yeah, thanks for having me.
So, Kika, you are a franchisor. Can you tell us what is the difference between a franchisor and a franchisee?
So a franchisor is the person who owns the entire brand. So they actually sell it to other people. Those other people are called franchisees. But no one ever knows the franchisor. And so what we do is focus on the franchisor and help small business owners become that.
For people who are franchisees, what is the benefit of being a franchisee instead of starting your own small business?
Yeah, so all my small business owners out there know what it's like to start something from scratch. Ooh. And so it's something I'm never doing again. But it's like you have to go through so many learning curves. You have to figure out what works. So the franchisee coming into the model already has the game plan based off what works and what doesn't work, so they can avoid many of the mistakes that the person who started it made.
Right now, it's a Wealth Wednesday, so Stacey Tisdale is here, and we are talking to Kika Wise, the founder and CEO of Black Box Studios. But there's some restrictions when you're a franchisee.
Yes.
So you can't just do whatever you want. Yeah.
And that a lot of entrepreneurs want to franchise, but they're like, what happens if they steal all my stuff? It's impossible. They can't. There's so many restrictions that protect the brand creator. So franchising is like very good for entrepreneurs. They have to follow everything you set up.
That gets us to Black Box Consulting. Tell our audience what that is.
Yeah, so Black Box Franchising, we turn small businesses into national franchise brands. So we do all of the paperwork. We handle financial modeling, and then it becomes a playbook that they can give to the person who buys into their brand.
You do have to set up your business so that it can be a franchise. It's not just like we're paying people under the table, we're doing X, Y, and Z. Everything has to really be in order because people need to see how they're making money and how you made your money.
Yes, and it's regulated by the government. Like, people call themselves a franchise when they have 2 locations.
Right.
No, there's a process. So you have to set it up a certain way so people have a good chance at succeeding. And so we handle all of the legal paperwork. We create the operations manual. Most people have employees, staff, but when you hire somebody else, how do they learn? It's usually by verbal, context, but there's not a playbook that they can just follow. So we literally do all of the hard work that people dread so that they can be a franchise, and we teach them how we did it as well.
Kika Wise is here. It's a Wealth Wednesday where me and Stacey Tisdale will be talking about franchising your business even more when we come back. It's Way Up.
Had a dream of living wealthy,
and I don't mind sharing my wealth, dog.
Getting you straight financially, mentally, and physically. This is Wealth Wednesday on Way Up with Angela Yee.
What's up? It's Way Up with Angela Yee. It's a Wealth Wednesday, and I'm here with Stacey Tisdale and Kika Wise. We are talking about franchising your business.
Tell us a success story, like what it actually looks like in real time.
Maybe somebody that you're like, I didn't know I could franchise this business.
So there is a brand that I helped franchise in 2020. And then a few years later, he's like, I have 13 locations. But then we have a digital service we were talking about that people don't realize you can franchise a digital product.
Yeah, people always think a brick and mortar like McDonald's or something. That was very fascinating to learn. Digital online companies can do this as well.
Yes. And so once I realized that there's like 5 digital companies actually franchising, I'm like, oh, there's so much opportunity. So that surprised me. Just the opportunity in franchising is so huge, and no one's doing it.
Franchising is really how you see the path forward for Black businesses to grow and sustain and create generational wealth.
Yes. Businesses right now are shuttering at an all-time rate.
Tell me about it. In Brooklyn, it has been out of control.
Everywhere. And so it's almost like I told the guys, we have to help as many people as possible before they all close, because if they can understand the science of making money, then they can build an asset, which is a franchise, and then now their children can win off of their model. Because if the business owner passes, God forbid, their business is a liability, it's not an asset. So the franchise is the asset that can live past their lifetime.
Because you're getting money. Your child...
While they sleep. Even if your child doesn't want to run the franchise, they can hire someone to run it, and they still get the residual income.
Right now, it's a Wealth Wednesday, so Stacey Tisdale is here, and we are talking to Kika Wise, the founder and CEO of Black Box Studios.
A lot of people think they have to be a big, successful business to do this. You say that's a misconception.
It's such a misconception. People are like, I have to make millions a month. No. All it is being honest about your numbers.
Mm-hmm.
So even if somebody nets, the money they have left over is $2,000 a month, there's people who will want to buy just to get that money so that they can pay their bills and survive. People are looking for opportunity to stay at home, to have a flexible schedule, and they're looking to replace their income.
How do people work with you, and how much does that cost?
Yes. So we are less than all the competitors. So the total cost is $45,000. However, we've partnered with a firm to make it really easy. So you can get started for as low as $700 a month and actually have your franchise developed. In 2 to 3 months, you're a franchise. And by the time you get your first franchisee, you just pay off your balance with the firm. And it's almost like you got it maybe for free.
Where can people go to work with you?
Actually, surprise, I have a special treat for everyone. So if you go to intro.blackboxfranchising.com/Wealth Wednesdays, you will see these two beautiful women's faces on it. And you can sign up there. And we'll have a group call. There's actually a webinar that you can watch. And then we'll do a one-on-one and set you up to get started. So intro.blackboxfranchising.com.
I'm doing it. Wealth Wednesdays.
Well, to make that easy for everybody, if you go to teamwealthwednesdays.com, we're going to put that link there. And if you go to Wealth Wednesdays on Instagram, which you should all be following anyway, we'll drop that link in the bio. Thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you so much for having me.
Thank you.
Yes, thank you.
Happy Wealth Wednesdays, everybody.
You can watch that full interview and learn more about how to franchise your business on Way Up With Ye. And when we come back, you guys have the last word.
Pick up the phone.
Tap in. Tap in and get your voice heard.
What the word is.
Here's the last word on Way Up with Angela Yee.
Hey, yes. Wake up, everybody. It's Way Up with Angela Yee. and Mano, you know.
You like to play games.
You just woke up. Your voice sounded a little raspy. You
Took
like
a
to
little-
play games.
Took a little doze off.
Yeah, it's fascinating to me that you could just sleep sitting up like that. Mano, when I tell you, he'll just sit here and you think he's paying attention.
Sleep, standing up.
You just be asleep. And it's like, okay. And everyone that comes in, I'm like, shh.
Thank you for letting everybody know that I was sleeping on the job.
We can hear it. There's a frog in your throat.
Yeah.
Crazy. But thank you again to Kika Wise for joining us today for Wealth Wednesday. Make sure you check out that full interview on my YouTube channel, Way Up With Ye. Also, don't forget the Lip Service Drew Sedora interview is out today. Anything you want to share, Mano? Do you have dreams?
July 26th. You already know what's happening.
The wedding?
Yes, it's big. It's going down. Yeah.
Were you just dreaming about it? Do you have dreams
Yeah.
like and remember them?
Yeah, sometimes.
Why are you smiling like that?
Sometimes I do remember the dream.
You was in here moaning. I was like, what
Stop
is happening? All right, well, anyway, this is your show, so you have the last word.
My sister is that I've been with my ex 4 years, and we broke up, and a year later, I literally only date anybody who looks like her to try to reconnect with the bond we had.
Hi, this is Michelle. I want to shine a light on my daughter, Camille. She'll be a senior in high school next year, and she has a 3.6 GPA. And this semester, she made straight A's because of 4.0. She goes to First Coast High School in Jacksonville, Florida.
Going way up, turn up with Angela Yee.